So yeah, you should get a surgeon.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Bass?
Good. I want to talk to you about an incident that happened down the south side in the shootout. And
Okay.
I just want to hear your perspective on things. I want to ask you in regards, what is you did during that incident? What was your role the whole entire time?
I arrived on scene after a lot of the shooting had ended. I helped with moving
What's your name?
officers that were scattered around the area around the mega mall to a centralized area, so that we could get the triage going. After that, I assisted with trying to hold down the triage for safety, and then after that, I assisted with cleaning up evidence on scene from on top of the mega mall.
All right.
What's your call sign again?
So, 352.
352.
So, Jessica, let me ask you something. How would you feel if I told you during a scene that during active gunfire where there's a potential looming threat around to collect evidence? How would that make you feel? Honest to God.
Okay, sorry, repeat that. I had to turn on my radio.
If there's an active firefight taking place in the south side, or there's a shootout happening in Los Santos, and I say, hey, Jessica, collect evidence while the shootout is happening, how would that make you feel as an officer while doing your job?
While the active gunfire is happening, that would make me not feel very good about that. No.
It would make you feel unsafe, right?
Correct.
And what is the most important thing when it comes to you and everybody else on duty?
Officer safety.
Officer safety, correct, right? So in the future, when it comes to incidents and shootouts, wait till it's code 4, EMS has rolled in, then start collecting evidence, because you don't know for a fact if the threat has been subdued or has been neutralized unless you call it code 4, right? Obviously, sometimes the threat could come back after you call it code 4, but usually we give it some time. We do our due diligence to make sure that the threat is no longer looming and it's not active. Then we start collecting evidence.
Yes, sir. I did not actually start collecting evidence until it had been called code 4, and I went on top of the mega mall at that point to collect evidence on scene.
Okay.
Like EMS had arrived on scene when I started collecting evidence on top of the mega mall.
So you never collected evidence prior to that incident?
No, I did not.
You were going to?
I was asking around if evidence had been started to be collected because I wasn't sure yet at the time. It was I literally I got on scene and I was not sure yet if that it was code 4 or not. Nobody had specified that when I got on scene, and I hadn't heard any active gunfire when I arrived on scene, so I wasn't sure if it was code 4 at that point. So I was asking around just to see what was going on. But no, I did not start collecting evidence until once I got confirmation that there was still active threats in the area, and I did not at that point.
All right. Well, Jessica, I'll take your word for it. You're not in trouble. You had a pretty good attitude when it comes to just understanding what we're talking about. In the near future, if something like that does happen again, there will be strike points or consequences that will come your way. So just understand that, hey, listen, during an incident, I want to pay attention. I want to make sure that I do my due diligence to make sure that active threat is not looming before trying to collect evidence or cuffing people, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming down here.
What?
No worries. Have a good one.
You too.
I'm gonna say right now that's not the truth of what happened.
Well, first of all, what the fuck was that, Bez?
What do you mean?
That's how you handle that?
You understand, me handling the way I did isn't trying to tell her she's fired or she's gone. It's just trying to say, hey, we've noticed this in this incident. If there's a pattern or a trend that happens, then there'll be consequence that comes your way instead of just
No,
right?
100%. But you're asking her a common sense question. You asked her a scenario that she's gonna obviously say the logical answer to, regardless of what she did
I'm
or
asking
not.
the scenario because I'm trying to make her understand. Hold on. Hey, Bobby.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you, sir?
Okay. Bobby, have a seat.
Oh, all right. Right here.
What's your call sign, Bobby?
On the couch, yes.
It's 978, sir.
You okay?
Bobby, if you were shot during a shootout and other officers walked up to your body and started laughing at you holding your gunshot wounds, how would that make you feel?
I mean, I would feel pretty bad.
You would feel pretty bad. What else? How else would you feel?
I mean, it depends on the person. I guess the context, and maybe it's a longtime friend, and maybe we have like a rivalry or something like that.
Let's see. Okay. How much you care about your job?
A good amount, sir.
You sure?
I'm positive, sir.
Would you say you're somebody who takes the job seriously, or how would you describe yourself as a police officer?
Well, pretty. Well, when it comes down to traffic infractions, sir, I'm pretty serious on that. I was repping
What?
the
What
high-vis
kind of
vest before
fucking
anyone else here. and,
discipline is this
you know,
shit?
I love doing traffic, sir. It's one of my
Well, I get
greatest
that. So you're a
passions.
traffic cop. I mean, what? How would you describe yourself as as an adjective? Like if you had to pick one word to describe yourself, how would you describe yourself as when it comes to policing?
Good.
You would say you're a good officer.
I believe so, sir.
Oh, I see. Okay. And tell me, does a good officer just walk up to other officers on scene and laugh at their gunshot wounds, not have a single care in the world after a massive firefight took place in the south side of the Mega Mall? Would you deem that as a good officer?
I mean, I don't know about from what it sounds like, I don't know if they would sound like good officer. I don't recall. Is this about me, sir? I didn't laugh at anybody.
That's why we're here today, okay? I've received a complaint regarding your performance on incident. I want to talk to you about it. Can you
Okay.
explain to me what happened exactly from your side when you got there? Did a shootout happen at Carson and...
Dude, what the fuck is this?
We arrived on scene. There was shots being fired. I believe it was from a blue Sultan. I hid behind my vehicle. I was about to go engage the vehicle, and then I got shot in the head myself from a fellow officer. And then I hid behind my vehicle to apply armored vests to my head, and then also an
Your
IFAC.
head. You wear an armor to your head.
Oh yeah, sir. That's one of the most lethal spots to get shot.
Hold on, who is this?
It's already-
Holden.
Holden, why don't you just wait
actually-
outside real quick before we get started?
Okay.
Give me one sec, 1 sec.
Bobby, you apply armor to your head?
Guys, let me
With
do
a
the next
helmet?
one, please. Fuck you got going on?
Oh no, I keep armor plating under the hat here, sir.
Well, as a police officer, your head's gonna be exposed.
Correct.
Because it is not efficient to wear a helmet that is not heavy to protect you from a bullet. Because it's not something that we usually issue
Jesus
from the
Christ.
police department.
I wouldn't say this is a helmet, sir. This is more like a cap or a hat.
Right, but I've never heard somebody applying armor to their head. That's a new one from me.
Oh no, it's a little armor plate right under the hat.
Can I ask a question? Is that okay, Bass? Would you
Yes,
mind
go
if I
ahead, go ahead.
So when you got shot from an officer that you say, where did that shot come from?
Directly in front of me, because I turned around and I may have accidentally crossed their crossfire. To be fair, we were getting shot from everywhere, and I looked the opposite direction they were looking at, and just very hectic scene, sir. But after that whole thing, we set up a perimeter.
I'm doing the
put
next
down
one,
some
bro.
barriers, and then I stood around the officers that were on the ground and made sure they were all safe and sound, that nobody was going to come up and try to double tap them and execute them.
So when you were standing at the Mega Mall, did you know that there was a shooter directly above you that had been communicated?
Oh yeah, but there's officers going up the ladder to deal with that, and I'd much rather make sure the officers that are down are secured and safe.
That
Preservation
you
of
were
life.
stood
Preservation
directly
of life.
under the shooter.
I mean, I could look up and try to shoot them, but gravity doesn't work, in that way. Things come down, not go up. That's how gravity works, right?
That's how gravity works,
So-
right, Bass?
Right. Bobby, I worry about your demeanor toward this whole incident because you mentioned that you ran
This guy's fucking cooking them,
you
bro.
ran somebody else's cross, which got you hurt in a shootout. I worry that that might be an issue down the line in further shootouts or incidents that happen. Let me ask you something. Can you step up real quick? Just stand up.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Pun, can you step back a little bit?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Pretend Clarkson is a suspect, okay?
Okay.
And pretend you and I are talking to him. What do you think the best position should be for the both of us? To where if anything happens, we're not in each other's cross, or Clarkson tries something, it's not easy for him to take the both of us down.
I'll probably say the position we're in right now, we could easily
Sure
just
about
pull
that.
our guns and shoot them.
No, no. But you sure about that, though? Look where you are, okay? If he's got a knife, or he tries to lunge at me, right? I
Uh-huh.
might be in the cross when it comes to you.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry.
Right? If he tries to punch me like that, see
Yeah.
how he's crossing your path to get to me? But
Correct.
if we make an L shape together, right? Look at that. Look how where you are, you and I make an L, and Clarkson is like in that middle bracket, like the jump bracket of the L, where if he does something toward me, you got my back. Clarkson, make an L with us real quick. Go at the L.
Like this?
Line up with him. No, make an L.
Oh.
There you go. So if he does something, right?
Uh-huh.
And he lunges at me.
I'm trying to make him look
behind,
stupid.
right? And you can do something. But if he
Oh,
tries
if
to
he,
pull
what if
something-
he like pulls out a knife and then starts doing like a
Right.
helicopter
if
spin, and then he gets
if
both of
pulls
us?
A knife, if he pulls a knife,
Listen, guys, we're
and-
arguing semantics here, okay?
Listen to me. Just listen to me, Bobby. If he pulls a knife or he pulls anything, right? And we just both decide to shoot him, the bullet's gonna fly that direction versus my direction. So both of us will be okay when it comes to the cross, right?
Oh,
And it's
yeah,
something you
I,
need to keep in mind anytime you handle something that could be violent or turn violent, or could turn to a shootout. Because at the end of the day, like I told Jessica when she first walked in here, officer safety is the most important thing. And if you're not doing your due diligence to be safe or placing yourself in a better position to be safe, then you and others will get hurt on duty.
I do agree, sir. But I will say that the cover we had was difficult because the side we were on for our vehicle
I'm
was
not
also
trying
exposed
to
to other
replicate it
gunfire.
to the incident that happened. I'm trying to give you an example of what
Oh
cross
no,
looks
no,
like and what,
I
what
appreciate
should
the
be in your
teaching,
mindset.
sir.
All right.
Mm.
So, what happens if I see you laughing again on the scene when there's officers, getting shot at? I don't care who it is, right?
Mhm.
What's gonna happen?
Well, I mean, I understand that probably a discipline would be issued.
Right. But we can't have police
You
officers.
think it's
laughing
funny?
at other people,
You find it funny that
getting
your
shot at
officer's
in
getting
public.
gunned down?
So I'll be honest, guys. I don't know who I laughed at.
Okay.
Oh.
So, Bobby, you are gonna get 15 strike points for what happened today.
Lily,
okay?
who did he laugh at?
Me. It wasn't a laugh. I was bleeding out and he made a joke.
What did he say?
He said
What'd he say?
blaze it.
That's
So
the-
what?
He said,
So what?
Said
Blaze it,
blaze
sir.
it.
what? That's not funny, Bobby. You can't be making those type of jokes in public.
Is somebody at your vest, basically? I don't understand the
I
joke.
don't know why he said it. I can't
Bobby,
tell
why'd
you,
you- why'd
sir.
you
Bobby, you can't be
blaze
saying
it.
that stuff in public.
Well, I'm so sorry. I just, I children's running, and then
Because she got smoked while she was bleeding on the ground, so he's saying blaze it.
I did not. No, that was not the
Bobby,
intention.
is that what you
Bobby,
said
Bobby,
that?
all right, Bobby.
Oh my
Bobby.
god!
Bobby can't be saying that stuff on the scene, okay?
mean-
Just-
Oh
it's
my
okay.
God.
It's okay.
I think we should mention that we ran over to you while we were out in the open pond, and we
Even-
Bobby,
secured
how'd
your.
you-
Okay, Bobby, you should listen. If there's an active shooter, you shouldn't have been running into officers who are
Bobby,
already
why
down
don't you
on
slide
the ground.
me
You
your,
gotta protect yourself,
slide me your number,
okay?
your state ID, and your contact information, Bobby. Why don't you slide me that?
Yeah, yes, sir. I can provide
That's
my,
good. Of course,
my
Just
license
shoot
right
me
here.
a text whenever you can, right? Here you go. Shoot me a text whenever you can,
What's
right?
your call sign?
Oh, all right.
978?
That's 978, sir. Yes.
Oh, Boulderman. Okay.
Correct.
Plus, I swear to God, you're hiring him?
Bobby, you can't. You have to be act mature, and you're and a law enforcement officer, okay?
Yes, I understand, sir, and I greatly apologize, you guys. I gotta remember there is a time and a place. I generally didn't mean to make fun of any officer who was down. I greatly care for my fellow officers.
Of course. We're and Okay, go ahead, Bass. Go ahead.
All right, Bobby. Oh,
Bobby, you're receiving your strike points.
all right. 15 strike points for laughing at an officer. Done. Okay. All right. Any
Yes,
questions?
sir.
Keep in mind, if you do hit 60, you'll be suspended.
Wait, you said 60, sir?
Yes.
Okay, Bobby, you
Oh.
got 45 more to go. Come on, got a few more
No,
laughs in you.
don't look at it that way. Look at it as, hey, I'm getting closer to 60, and I could be suspended.
Yep.
Sir, I will take this as a learning moment, and I will improve and shine like the bright star I am. And Bond, I deeply apologize for what I have done.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, Bobby, you want you to step on out of here? You can bring Holden in, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank Thank you, everyone. And
No problem. Bobby, get
you
the
have a
fuck out of
good
here,
one.
Bobby. Come on.
Sorry, sorry.
Can I let me handle the next one, bro. Let me show you how to actually discipline people, all right?
He was teaching him.
Let me,
That's a good moment.
yeah. Let me show.
but-
I'll
but-
show you how to teach people. Let me just get this
Problem
next
with
one.
PD discipline most times is just we shit on
Yeah.
people. We don't try
Let-
to uplift them.
bro,
and
let me
encourage them.
let me handle this next one, and
You
then you
just
tell
taught
me.
him how to deal with crossfire, which is
Yeah,
good.
because like I really
Hey,
learned
come on,
his,
Harvey, come
like,
inside. Come on,
he
let's
really
go.
he really learned his lesson, bro. Let me tell you.
Is that why you wanted his name and number?
Hey, Harvey. Harvey,
Let me.
go ahead, Clarkson. Make
Alright.
sure you give him context and make sure you
Okay.
explain why
So,
he's here, and then
okay,
proceed
relax.
after it.
I've been in high command before. I know how to do this. Take a seat, Bobby. Why don't you take a seat?
Yep, that's my name.
Harvey.
Harvey. Sorry about that, Harvey. Harvey Holden, right?
Yeah.
So Harvey, obviously you're not in here for a good fucking reason. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. I'll be straightforward. We've received a complaint about you. Now, the reason why we're bringing you in like this and speaking to you about this is because we just we're cleaning up the PD here, and we really don't want to have to let you go. But we've received a complaint here, so we're just here to correct your behavior and really see if this is even true, and maybe we can just use this as a speed bump and go further. So, were you at the Mega Mall shootout in the South Side?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you tell me your scene of events?
So went down there. Everyone was at Bloom and Pond and all of them were shut down. I arrived with Kane and Bobby.
What did Bobby say to Pond? Did you hear anything?
I don't. I
Okay,
don't
go
remember.
ahead. So keep going. Go ahead.
Mhm.
It's
Bobby
off the radio.
What's that front?
Yeah, disregard it. This is disregarded. Go ahead.
All right. Got out. Tried to take cover behind the Tauruses. They're not really good cover. Trying to find some other cover.
Okay.
I was trying to help hold it down as there was still shootouts. There was shooting
Hold
from
it
the
down.
roof.
All right. Now, when you mean hold it down, what is that? In your recollection of events, what does that mean?
You're trying to find the people that are shooting and don't get shot by them, but also return fire if they're shooting at you.
Okay. And you were returning
much.
fire, and you were being tactical, like you were trained as a field officer.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
There was some shooting from the roof. They shot down Tips. I called out that Tips was shot down from the roof. Some guys went up there and shot those guys down, and then once the situation was code 4, somebody asked for the assistance to get evidence off the roof. And I went to assist Jessica because she was going to go up there. I didn't want her to be
Now,
alone up there.
What's your rank, or what was your rank before everybody got put to reserve?
Deputy FTO.
Okay, so you were just a normal officer.
Yes.
Okay. Now, why am I receiving complaints and reports that you just stood behind the car and waited for everything to figure itself out, and then you just continued your day? Let me tell you something, Bobby. Right? If I see you, if I'm out here, I'm putting in work, right? I'm holding it down, like you said, right? I'm killing these fuckers, right? These fucks
Hey,
are
if I
going
don't-
down. All right, no, let me
if I
finish. Let me
don't
finish.
see-
Bobby, I'm speaking,
Okay.
Bobby. All right, let me finish.
That's Harvey, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Harvey. Harvey. All right, I'm putting these fucks down, okay? And I look to my right. I'm like, yo, Harvey, you got my back, right? And you're like, yeah, I got you. And then I look to my right and I see you just kneeling behind a car. I'm gonna be pissed, all right? So please explain to me why the fuck you were doing that, Harvey.
There was nothing to shoot at, nor was I. All the shooting was happening above us.
Right.
Like,
So let me pause you right there. Why did you tell me earlier that you were holding it down?
it was ready for any more shooting in that general location where.
Okay. Bass, you smell that?
Mm.
I'm smelling bullshit in the fucking air, Harvey. All right. Listen, here's the thing. All right. This isn't a big deal. We're just trying to correct this and make sure this doesn't happen again. If you had a bad angle, you rotate. If you did this and that, there's always audibles you can call in the field to make drive your car out and get a better angle. You should never just sit there and be stationary. Okay.
Is this complaint coming from people who were on the roof? Because I was nowhere near them.
No, this complaint's coming from people that were on the scene.
On the scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
again,
that not
I'll
what
recap
happened?
where-
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
wish I could paint where I was and how there was no shooting around me. I don't. We're just.
But that's fine then. But were you told to go to that position? It's a simple question. Were you told yes or no to go to that? Were you told to go to the position that you were at, Harvey?
No one told me to go anywhere.
Okay. So exactly. So you're supposed to have your intuition, and you're supposed to take it upon yourself to get a better angle. You hop in the car. You run around the perimeter of the building. You hold the ladder. You do whatever you do. You don't never just sit there on an angle and sit there and drink your cup of tea and wait for the whole scenario to end. You get what I'm saying?
That's if
Regardless,
don't-
you always got to be better.
I would say me sitting there waiting for end is a bad description of what I was doing.
All right. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you always got to reposition yourself. You know, you just never, watch a certain angle, even if there's no shooting near you. Were you holding a street? Were you like making sure no cars coming in and out, or were you just? Can you tell me where you were at the Mega Mall?
All right, so you know the Mega Ball, you know where you can get tools?
Yeah.
To the right, there that
Alleyway or the
what
other
did I
or
say?
Carson Avenue side?
Let me
Barbershop side or the store or East Side Baller side?
East Side Ballers.
Okay, so you were there in the alleyway.
So that alleyway, in that corner, there were shooters on the roof, which I could not see.
Okay.
And if I poked my head out to where Tips was, I would have been shot. As
Were
he
you
was shot.
you were hiding behind a car?
I was moving around from car to that corner,
Okay.
car to that corner, watching the barrier on that side because people will come through there. Car to corner, car to corner. I was moving constantly. I guess if someone's perspective is, if they're not, if they're not with me at all times, they could have like a skewed perspective. To say that I was just sitting there waiting for it to end is inaccurate.
I'm exaggerating because I'm going off what I've been told. It's a game of
but
telephone, right?
I want to say the feedback is good,
Yeah.
but
My interpretation of what was happening over there does not affect anything or have any input. I'm giving you the exaggerated retake of events from who the person who complained. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, I have to take it for a grain of salt and then evaluate it the way I want to evaluate. The moral of the whole thing was just never be stationary or hold it. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, I was moving back and forth from the car, which those
Right.
Tauruses are not good for cover.
Yeah.
Taurus to that barrier over there. I was trying to avoid moving out too far to where Tips was because, like I said, there are people on the roof, and I wasn't in a position to go all the way around the building where I actually don't know how to get on that roof. So
Okay.
even if I was gonna go up there and try to push with them, I wouldn't even know where to start.
And that's something you can communicate on the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, I get it, man. Hectic scene, 100 officers from down there, but you get what I'm trying to say. Regardless of
No.
what you happened over there, you get what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're trying to say. I'm just defending the fact that I
Forget
is
this accusation. Forget it. But you understand what I'm trying to say. Always try to move around. Try to be tactical on scene, regardless if you're pinned or not. Just regardless of this entire situation, going forward, try to always be more tactical. If you don't know, ask a comm, because who knows, man? You're going up that ladder could have saved 3 lives, or three or 4 dead officers on the ground or up top. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's not a big deal, man. And, don't be annoyed that somebody complained or made some bullshit up if you think it's bullshit. It's just this. Always.
I'm not gonna say it was made up. People, they're I don't think anyone here is like gonna lie or make something
Yeah.
up. They might.
It's obviously exaggerated, but you get what I'm trying
They
to say.
might get
Correct?
like little bits and pieces from something and then tie it together into
Right.
something and then not know. And that's not on them. It's not on me. It's it just
Okay.
it is what it is.
No, for sure,
right?
exactly. And listen, what this entire discussion has 0 impact on you or somebody's opinion of you as an officer or whatever. This is just basically instructional meeting to inform you on or remind you on certain procedures or tactical offenses in the field.
Where's Juno's flying in here?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can I help you?
That's
happened?
pretty much it, man. I mean, there's really nothing else, bro. Don't
Oh,
worry. You
thank
don't
you, Gina, for the
don't
text
worry
message. That was
about
very
like,
nice of
oh,
you.
is this gonna fuck me up when I getting a drop, whatever.
Is that a shift?
Bro, this
She
is
shift
none of
one.
that. This is us just really having the convo because somebody had said something, just to remind you, like, yo, make sure. Right now, in the state of the PD, everybody's gunning for each other,
We'll talk there.
snaking each other
I'll
out
send
because
this
they're
to
gonna want to get their job back and shit. You know what I mean? So just make sure always be on your A game when you're out there.
Okay, you think okay? I just want to make sure the lesson taken from this right is, stuff I already know, which is
Of course.
Tactically position yourself better and also communicate if you don't know where something is.
Yeah.
All right, noted.
And listen, man, like I said, don't like feel a certain way after this because this will not impact anything at all. We're just having the convo to say we had to make sure we have it, and like I said, there are going to be people gunning each other out or calling each other out and stuff like that. So just make sure you're on your A game on the scenes at all times.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I am gonna make a complaint. This is the only thing I'm gonna complain about because it affects everyone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call out names.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Jacob Spector was way past his shift, all the way up to about halfway through shift 2, while there was still multiple people trying to get on duty for shift 2.
Okay. Anybody? Any other names? This is what we need. This is what we need because we need to know the people who are not following the SOPs.
So the other one, I was told that he's been shift 2 for a while. He just didn't get
Who is
changes.
it?
Saul apparently he's shift 2.
Who?
Though. Saul Leisman apparently he's shift 2 already.
Baz, do you know
he
who
just
that
needs
is?
to get that fixed.
Yeah, I know so. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll definitely have stern conversations with them. And what other names? So you have
No. It's Jacob Spector is the one you have at Saul
Yeah,
just
yeah.
needs to have his shit fixed. He's shift 2.
okay. All right. So he's shift 2, and then Spectre is the one who's fucking up big time.
Yeah, he was around. I don't know if he went off duty and came back later, but he was when I was trying to get on duty, he was on duty, and
And
when
who's
there
the
were
other
still
one?
people trying to get on duty. I gotta remember names.
Male or female?
Fuck. I wish I
Here,
wrote
take
this
my
stuff
number
down.
or text us the names once you find out, or their call signs.
Yeah, Jacob Spector is one of them.
Oh,
I
100%.
personally asked him. I said politely. I said, "Hey, there's shift 2 officers trying to get on duty.
Unfortunately, bro,
Your
if
part."
it's not going to come from the colonel or somebody who has weight, no disrespect, you know what I mean. They're not going to listen to anybody, bro. You know how these people are.
Oh, he listened to me. I don't think he knew who I was, which I think helps.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I'm probably gonna like complain about.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
I
Listen,
shouldn't have to get ready to come to work an hour before.
I
just to make sure
what you
can
mean,
be.
bro.
Yeah.
I got you. I think today's one of those like odd days because of what's going on, but I know I 100% agree. And feedback like this is great, so we can take this to those people and to fix the issue. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, it was good talking to you again. And if there's anything you need, Holden, just let me know. All right.
I think that's all.
All right, brother. You have a good night. All right.
All right.
Wow, Clarkson, I am actually very impressed. Holy shit.
Press what,
Let me
bitch? I was
show you,
fucking
by the
game warden,
way.
bro.
I'm gonna show you about how they were all stacked. There was three. of them
It don't
behind a
matter. They're gonna, no
car,
matter what
like,
they say, Lily.
Get the last one. Get the last one.
Pawn, no matter
they
what.
were
right?
crouched like this behind a car all together. The three of them.
Thing is, Pawn, no
That's why I
matter
brought them
Pawn,
in.
no matter what they say, they're gonna
Yeah,
say it's a
I'm
lie.
just more like I want Harvey to fucking